let's move on to point 14. Crypto bottoms happen before all the big macro reasons, and it's the same with stocks as well. So it's not just crypto, but plus equities. You'll normally see the absolute low on assets long before all of the big macro reasons start playing out. So for example, if we take the S&P 500 and we look at the pivot low on the subprime mortgage collapse, where's 2008 gone? It's over here. So we had that bottom in March 2009. So that was when it was actually sort of towards the end of March 2009. That's where all the bankruptcies and shit started happening. Yeah, we had Bear Stearns and Lehman Brothers before then, but you have the low whilst the actual shit show is still going on. So don't be confused when we have an absolute low in Bitcoin and there still seems like crazy shit's happening. Just looking at this, we've just got to have at least a little rally, move down into 12k to the Gandalf level, at the very least. I'll be utterly surprised if we don't. 15. There will be no Viva reversal to 100k anytime soon. Get this out of your head. Get this out of your head now. It's just not going to happen, and I have high conviction in that. High conviction. What we will see is a bottoming out process of at least a few months. At the shortest, 3 months. At the longest, a year. So we will see. Everything happening right now is eerily similar to 2014. What we had over here was basically a year bottoming process. We had big old spike down, big old quick recovery, and then fanning around whilst stuff happens. In 2023, etc., this fanning around could be whilst regulation starts kicking in. Gary Gensler has already commented on the FTX blow up. He's the single person that needs to say yes or no to regulation and also market spot ETFs. So we could have 2023 could literally be the year of regulation, for all we know. And whilst all that happens, stuff goes up and down, as in range trading. So this is, I think, at the max. 2018, what we saw was like from low to out of that. So April, so what is it? December to April. That was basically a quarter. So we have 3-4 months before reversals confirmed, and I really do think we're going to see the same thing. So that's that. There will be no V reversal. I promise you. The most unhealthy, unnatural move that you could possibly imagine right now is this. Oh, that's not even to 100k. 100k is up here. That is not happening in 2023. I just don't think it. I do not believe it. The only way that would happen is if regulation quickly got fast-tracked in, all spot Bitcoin ETFs were allowed in, and the US does crazy money printing, and they kill the dollar, and the dollar drops all the way down here. That is the only scenario where we see 100k Bitcoin next year. The only scenario. And don't forget, the Fed will be the thing that pushes crypto to 100k. So, yeah, so when you tally that in with USM2, not only that, all those three things I said happening, what also needs to happen is this as well. And for some reason we print another, say, $5 trillion. Could that happen? Yeah. Could Ukraine warrant that? Yeah, it could. And don't forget, Ukraine is there not to be a quick war. This is supposed to be a I reckon at least a 5 to 7 year long war that just lines the pockets of the US military industrial complex. It's another Vietnam. And when you look at Vietnam with that perspective and that sort of rabbit hole, everything makes sense. I mean, the US have just given another aid package to Ukraine, right? And they've sold over 130 AMRAAMs. They've sold 130 AMRAAMs. So AMRAAM is an advanced medium-range air-to-air missile. But the thing is, Ukraine is not fighting off jets using AMRAAMs. They need manpads and stuff like that. So, like, there is no, like, Ukraine doesn't need over 100 AMRAAMs worth X amount of billion, but they're forcing it down Ukraine's throat. Who makes that money? Raytheon and all that. It's utter bollocks. Moving on. Number 6. Mask your buy orders and be prepared to temporarily be prepared to be temporarily rude. So, I think these should be actually 2 points. First point, mask your buy orders. Now, what I mean by this is don't just go onto Binance and go, entry buy order ETH at $1,000, blah, and just leave it like that. Because what will happen is the whole world will go, this person, let's say you've got a big amount of money, and there are a handful of individuals who've been in RT for a few years now who have 7-figure pots. Obviously, I'm not going to say who, but I'd say there's at least 5 people in RT that have over $1 million worth of crypto. If they were to do, just put all their buy orders in at 1,000, what do you think everyone's going to do on Binance? They'll be like, there's a big floor here, floor of support at $1,000 or 1,023 or wherever they put it. Everyone will be putting their buy orders in front of their big buy order. Because if they put it below that, the big buy order is going to gobble up all of the order. So mask your buy orders. So what you need to do is have funds ready on Binance to get ready to buy, and then you go in, not necessarily at market, but then you start, whether you're phasing in over a period of time or you go in, but don't just leave your buy orders there to be abused. I experienced this with RT myself, where I'd tell everyone I'm trying to buy X at this price. Then you all filled in before me, market reverse, and left me for dead. So Wonderland. RT front run to me. So was that Adam?
Wonderland.
Tom. Yeah, that happened a lot. Now, the second point is be prepared to be temporarily rude. I can remember at least 3 different times this year where I've needed to be rude to someone, but I wasn't. So, for example, I've been on a Zoom call doing a normal business meeting, and on my other screen I've seen that the charts needed to do something. I need to do something, but I was too shy or timid to go, I'm so sorry, mate. I have a really important trade I need to do. It's going to take me probably 5 to 10 minutes. Can we reconvene this Zoom call in 10 minutes? I have to place this trade, otherwise I'm going to lose or miss out on a lot of money. Sorry, I know this is a very important meeting, but I have to place this trade. So that little 10 seconds of awkwardness would have made me money on 3 different occasions. There was another occasion where I told the electrician I've got super important things I need to be observing on my computer. I didn't say I was a trader. And so, yeah, help yourself to the house, walk around, blah, blah, blah. And when he said, after, he did all his work, and he was, I just want to show you what I've done. It won't take long. I was slightly awkward. I was like, how long is long? Because I've got something upstairs I have to keep an eye on. I was, about a minute or 2. It was fine. His freaking brief went on for 15 minutes. And in that 15-minute period, I missed out on the trade. So I am now always aware of, I'm basically prioritizing better. So I will always be temporarily rude if I have to be. And there's once where I was supposed to put the kids to bed, and we have a very strict rota with looking after the kids and whatnot. And there was one day where I was like, honey, you need to put the kids to bed tonight. I have to be at the screens. And it worked. So yeah, just prioritization, I guess, is the key there.